mandate something for local governments, you have to pay for it. So for example, if mandating them using the evidence system, the state would have to pay for it. Have you requested additional money for next year's budget for that, or have you requested any additional money to supplement this grant money to get these tests completed?
Well, as you know, the report's being issued today, and we haven't submitted our budget yet to the General Assembly. But I would, we'll take a look at that, Rudy. But the reality is, this is something that's already required anyway by law for them to be housed and tested. And so, really, the way I view it right now is just sort of a, why don't we all work together in a collaborative way to have one place? So I don't view it as adding an additional burden, but rather doing it in a more coordinated way. But we'll certainly work with the legislature on any of these recommendations. I think staying focused on the victims here and making sure that this doesn't happen again, because the challenge is, if we don't do something like that, there could be, an attorney general 12 years from now talking about this same issue, having to, travel X number of miles, and victims feeling they're not receiving justice. So this is all in the vein of working together to make sure that, as I've said before, that we honor the courage of the victims who come forward and make sure they know these kits aren't going to sit in a shelf somewhere for years.
So you think that the law enforcement agencies will accept a mandated evidence tracking system without state money to back up their use of that?
We'll work with them. I mean, they've been very helpful and cooperative in this process, and law enforcement's been part of these working groups. This is certainly not the first time this topic has come up. So are we going to have to make sure that we educate everybody what the challenges are and what the solutions are? Sure, but that's the nature of tackling a big issue like this.